Hello again, friends, and welcome. My name is Gerald. I'm here with Innovate Church in Kannapolis. And if this is your first time with us, we want to throw a big welcome out to you and let you know, we've been coming on here nightly or daily to read a psalm from the Bible and see what the Lord has in store for us, see what kind of message He gives us out of the psalm. And always my hope is that it blesses and encourages those that are out there listening to this. And all I ask is if it does, if you feel blessed or encouraged from this, if you would pass it on to someone else so that they too can experience that. That's all I hope out of this. Well, friends, tonight our psalm is from Psalm 47. It is called God is King over all the earth. Clap your hands, all peoples. Shout to God with loud songs of joy. For the Lord, the Most High, is to be feared, a great King over all the earth. He subdued peoples under us and nations under our feet. He chose our heritage for us, the pride of Jacob whom He loves. God has gone up with a shout, the Lord with the sound of a trumpet. Sing praises to God, sing praises. Sing praises to our King, sing praises. For God is the King of all the earth. Sing praises with a psalm. God reigns over the nations. God sits on His holy throne. The princes of the peoples gather as the people of the God of Abraham. For the shields of the earth belong to God. He is highly exalted. Of course, this is a psalm, to the Israelites, the Jews in the beginning. But man, what confidence we can take from the psalm as well. To know that God is God over everything that we see. He is the Lord of our nation. He is the Lord of our peoples. Whether we claim Him or not does not change the fact that He is King. He is God over all, and He's on His high throne above us. And any peace or any comfort we have is from Him. Any good thing we have is from Him. And He deserves to be worshiped and praised, just like this says, by singing psalms, by singing songs, by offering Him our words of praise, our bodies for praise and worship. And it does say, to fear Him. And I don't know, a lot of times whenever we hear about fearing God, you may think of that in the negative term. I liken it to understanding, how would it be to be in the presence of greatness? The presence of a king. For some, maybe, I remember as a kid wanting to be a president and how great that office was to be. Maybe now I might set my sights a little bit higher than that. Maybe you do as well. But imagine, no matter if you're a fan or not of someone in high places, have you felt the intimidation or the humbleness when you're in front of someone like that comes over you? The awe that comes over you. Think about your favorite celebrity. How would that make you feel if you had the opportunity to speak to them? A lot of us in that situation, we get cold feet. Well, then think about God and His righteousness and His holiness and His power and His might. The King over all, the Creator of all things. And imagine it's just you and Him in a room. What kind of feeling would probably come over you in that moment? We see throughout the scriptures of people coming face to face with angels or with the angel of the Lord. And we see them usually coming out of that meeting in fear. A lot of them fall prostrate and worship because they realize the greatness that they're in front of. Friends, this is the God that we serve. But thanks be to God that He doesn't live that far off from us like that. For in fact, He took on flesh and became one of us to live here amongst us. And then He went to the cross and died for us at the hands of His own people because He loves us, because He doesn't want that separation between us and Him. And so through Christ and through Christ's sacrifice, and then He raised Himself up from the dead to show that He has power over death and that one day me and you, we will be raised from the dead as well. Friends, this is the God that we serve. One that loves us beyond all measure, who walked among his people and his creation, and now reigns on high, and he sits on his throne, and he lives within you and I. How awesome is that? How great is that God? And does he not deserve to be praised and revered because of his holiness? But even in that, don't forget how much he loves you. Friends, I pray that this has been a blessing and encouragement to you. And again, I just ask that if it has, if you'd pass this on to someone else so that they can feel that same feeling as you do. Friends, again, we'll come back together tomorrow night and see what God's Word has for us. Have a wonderful evening.